Okay guys, this is Kids4Dads Warriors at gmail.com. If you want to email me, kids4dads at gmail.com. I wanted to talk today about an epidemic in this country, in the United States, and actually really throughout the world. And it's an epidemic that I'm referring to systematic divorce rape of fathers and the effect that it has on the kids who suffer the most under this arrangement. Most sane people and most laws in the state of Illinois, where I'm at here in Chicago, and then around the country, recognize that the maximum involvement of both loving parents in a child's life is obviously in the best interest of those children. Most of us, if you've gotten married, most of us who've had kids, a lot of us rather, have gone through very painful divorces. If your kids are young, it can become very difficult. But today we live in a very gynocentric system where women have the upper hand. They have taken all our rights. They have the ability to ruin our lives, our careers, our finances, take away our freedoms, not based on proof of violence or danger, which is really should be the standard, but it's based on innuendo, their feelings. If they get a wrong text message, they get an email they don't like. Dads are losing their kids, or kids are losing their dads rather, because the kids are the real victims. Kids are losing their dads all over this country, and men are traditionally have always been thought to have been the backbone of a healthy child's development in their life. But today, masculinity is under assault. Now, I am not suggesting that there aren't situations in families where dads have not been violent or dads have not been dangerous. Of course that happens. But there are certainly situations throughout the world today where women are the dangerous party. We can't just presume that a woman, because she lacks a penis, is not a dangerous person, nor can we presume that she's a victim. But today, going back about 30 years ago, they started with domestic violence laws through the 1980s. And domestic violence laws were like laws on top of laws. They were designed to protect people from severe violence or danger within family members. That's working about as well as gun laws in Chicago. You know, Chicago has the strictest gun laws in the country. They've been piling laws on top of laws for God knows how long. And how's that working for the murder rate in Chicago? It's not doing anything. I mean, it's already against the law to punch somebody, to attack somebody, to harm somebody, to batter somebody, to assault somebody. These domestic violence laws aren't being used to protect children or protect women in most cases, or fathers. They're being used as tools to attack loving, strong, nonviolent dads and rip them out of the lives of the children who need them more than anything. If you look again, I go back to the violence in Chicago. You look at the communities where the violence is. You look at the west side, the south side of the city. You know what you don't have there? You don't have strong fathers. You don't have strong, involved fathers in the lives of their children. Today, the family court system, which I refer to as the family court mafia, is taking upon itself it's a $30 billion industry, and that industry is built, raised, and profits from the destruction, the wholesale destruction of a loving parent out of a child's life. If you take, what kind of country are we going to live in? What kind of world are we going to live in if you take strong, loving dads and you remove them from the lives of the children who love them? I have personally witnessed fathers lose their access to their children over a text message that a woman didn't like, that didn't threaten anybody. I have personally witnessed a father lose his children over an email that the friend's father sent the mother that didn't threaten anybody, encouraging a loving relationship with a child. I have personally witnessed fathers losing their children because the mother made an allegation that somebody heard there was dog poop one time on the father's rug. I am not making this up. This is going on throughout America. I am sickened by this DACA conversation, quite frankly. You know, I feel bad for innocent children of illegal workers here in this country, but for God's sakes, people, we have tens of thousands of fathers who've lost control, lost access, lost contact with the children who love them. There's hundreds of thousands of children throughout the United States, and I think that number is going to go into the 7 figures or million plus if you include Great Britain and Europe, and this is going on throughout the rest of the world. And this family court mafia system, they only profit from the destruction of a targeted parent. Most of the time that is men. 9 out of 10 or over 9 out of 10 of all restraining orders in this country that are issued by custody court judges to protect women are taken out by women against men. Yet statistically, domestic violence, which doesn't include just hitting, just violence, it also includes willful deprivation. It also includes harassment. It includes intimidation, interference with personal liberties. A mother who slaps their kid to keep their kid from talking with their parents, their dad. A mother who berates, harasses, and threatens her children if her children want to have contact with their father. We have to protect strong, loving fathers. Just because a father goes through a divorce and the mother may hate him, that's no reason to divorce rape the dad, to rape him out of his resources, to rape him out of his career, to rape him out of his children's life, to rape him out of his finances, to rape him out of his home and destroy the man from the ground on up. Now, we know historically that men are not, I would say men are not a sympathetic crowd or sympathetic figure, and I think that's a reason that a lot of this goes on. But we really need to stop the war on dads. We need to end the war on dads. We need to respect dads. Children need strong, loving dads in their lives every single day. They don't need visitation. I don't want to have visitation with my kid or get to see my kid, as a lot of these courts are very familiar with. Why should a loving father have to go to court to get Father's Day with his children? Why should a loving father have to go to court and lose his job and lose his work to spend Christmas with his children? Why should a loving father in this country or in any country have to go to court constantly, lose everything they have, their status, their money, their career, and their freedom in many cases, because they love their children? Child support is pussy prison. Just because you don't love a woman, there is no reason to throw a man who might lose a job in jail if he can't pay the mother off. There's got to be some accountability. There's got to be some kind of fairness, folks. We have to stop the war on dads. We have to stop divorce raping dads. Dads are a critical component to the health and well-being of our children. If we take loving children away from the dads who love them, who they count on, who they need for their guidepost to grow up strong and confident and develop their own loving relationships in the future, if we take those children away for no reason or no reason at all, or over a text message that somebody didn't like, over an email that somebody didn't like, or over an allegation of dog poop that somebody didn't like, over a free speech video that somebody didn't like, you're abusing the very kids. You're harming, you're injuring the kids. The kids suffer this greatly. We need to stop the war on dads. Kids4Dads@gmail.com. Everybody have a great day.